understanding what RTAV is and why RTAV optimization matters. When we talk about RTAV, all that means is real-time audio and video. So the ability to have a Zoom call, a Teams call, a Webex call, a soft phone call within your client. So anything that's leveraging video streaming or audio streaming. Not just true of collaboration and unified communications utilities, but even something like logging into a desktop and watching a stream of something in YouTube, right? And let's say it's an instructional video and not that you're leveraging your DaaS seat to watch March Madness. Anything that's media intensive can constitute RTAV in a client desktop. So why does optimization matter? Historically, VDI and DaaS, they were never thought of as solutions that were effective at doing anything that was media intensive. That's a complicated way of saying virtual desktops were not good at audio. Virtual desktops were not good at video. Virtual desktops were good at productivity work, right? Connecting in and doing things like running your office applications, connecting to a browser. As the nature of how people work has changed and things are becoming much more audio and video driven, right? We're certainly doing more with that from a collaboration perspective, but even the things that we consume, as part of doing our jobs have really changed to be much more media intensive in general. So the good news is, even though virtual technology hasn't changed to the point that, virtual machines still aren't great at doing that audio and video encoding and decoding, what has changed is now the DaaS delivery mechanisms, right? The applications that we use to deploy those desktops and connect our users to them, those things have matured to now allow us to have the client device help with the parts that the virtual desktops have historically not been good at. So basically, I have this laptop here sitting at my desk. I'm using it to connect to my DaaS seat. I'm on a Teams call with you. And if I were leveraging just my DaaS seat to do that Teams call's performance would probably not be great. But fortunately, my DaaS solution now is smart enough to say, hey, I see you're connected to this virtual desktop. I see you're running Teams. I'm going to leverage this CPU and the memory that's associated with the laptop that you're connecting from is good at doing that encoding and decoding work. So when we talk about RTAV optimization, really what we're talking about is offloading the parts of processing that a virtual desktop isn't good at to the client device to help with that. And what that ultimately buys us is an experience where you're on a Teams call, a Zoom call, a Webex call, watching a streaming video, listening to streaming audio in that virtual desktop, and it has the same look and feel that it would if you were running it on your local machine. So long gone now are the days of thinking that virtual desktop or desktop as a service is not a viable solution for anyone doing media intensive work.